7 leaders from 14 party Grand Alliance have been made ministers and state ministers. The United States will work with Bangladesh in a sustained way to find a long-term solution to refugee problems. The UN Children's Agency has said the global mortality rate for young children has nearly been halved in the past 20 years. Those were the headlines, now the details. 7 senior leaders of the Awami League-led 14-party Grand Alliance have taken oath as new ministers and state ministers at Bongo Bhavan this afternoon. President Zillur Rahman administered the oath-taking ceremony in the presence of Prime Minister, Cabinet Ministers and other top officials. Of the 7, Jatiyo Samaskantik Dol President Hassan al-Haq Ino, Awami League leader Muhyiddin Khan Alamgir, Whip Mujibul Haq, ruling party MP of Dinajpur 4 Mahmood Ali, Awami League lawmaker Mustafa Farooq Mahmood of Joshua 2 have been appointed as ministers, while Awami League lawmaker Omar Farooq Chaudhry of Rajshahi 1 and Abdul Hai of Jhinaigaon 1 took oath as state ministers. Earlier today, veteran Awami League leader Tofal Ahmed, Workers' Party chief Rashid Khan Menon have declined to join the cabinet. Cabinet Secretary Mohammad Musharraf Hossain Bhuiyan has said that the cabinet might undergo some restructuring. He made the comment while talking to newsmen at a press briefing at the Secretariat in the capital this morning. Replying to questions, he said Prime Minister will announce the portfolios of new ministers at a later time. He also said that portfolios of some existing ministers will also be changed following today's event. The United States will work with Bangladesh to return Rohingya refugees back to Myanmar. Visiting U.S. Deputy Assistant Secretary of State made the statement while inspecting a Rohingya refugee camp in Teknaf. Meanwhile, refugees at Ukhiya and Teknaf camp expressed their willingness to go back if Myanmar government ensures their safety and security. The plight of ethnic Rohingya refugees in Bangladesh and many more displaced in Myanmar following violent sectarian clashes in Rakhine province has drawn attention in the international community. While Bangladesh government took some tougher actions to prevent Rohingya refugees from entering the country. To make a comprehensive assessment on the situation, 2 high officials from the U.S. have visited the refugee camps in Teknaf. They expressed their concern about the entire situation.
We spent 3 days in Burma before coming to Bangladesh. We were very focused on what had happened because of the violence that started in May and June of this year. And in Sittwe, we were very struck by the large number.
We hope that there will be a sustained effort to find a long-term solution. And I pray for the day when the refugees will be able to freely and safely go back to their homes in Burma.
Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina said that the nation wants to see a big transformation in politics and an end to illegal ways of grabbing state power. She said that her government is working to ensure an environment that will enable elected representatives to form a government and run the country. Sheikh Hasina made the statement at the 18th Annual Convention of Bangladesh Economic Association in the capital this morning. Sheikh Hasina said that consistency in the country's economic development could not be sustained due to the absence of democratic practices. She added that the country's development efforts had faced big challenges because of some unscrupulous rulers who had deprived the people of Bangladesh. Prime Minister highlighted her development models placed in the UN. She urged the economists to extend support in her development efforts. The convention is scheduled to continue till Saturday. Meanwhile, BNP Acting General Secretary Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir has said that the government has now decided to expand the cabinet in a bid to stop the ongoing conflict within the 14-party Grand Alliance. He also said that the cabinet expansion will end in vain as the government has already detached itself from the countrymen. He said this when he went to pay his respects in the grave of party founder, late President Ziaur Rahman, along with the new committee of Chhatrodol in the capital this morning. The BNP leader also said that any conspiracy regarding the next general election will never be successful. He also added that together with the countrymen, BNP will realize their demand of reinstating the interim government system. international news. The UN Children's Agency UNICEF has said the global mortality rate for young children has been nearly halved in the past 2 decades, but Africa and South Asia have not kept pace. According to the report, infant and child mortality rate before reaching the age of 5 has dropped from 12 million in 1990 to 6.9 million in 2011. However, UNICEF says that any satisfaction at these gains is hampered by the unfinished business that remains. Some 19,000 children are still dying each day from largely preventable diseases. Deaths under the age of 5 are now increasingly concentrated in sub-Saharan Africa and South Asia, which now account for 80% of the world's total. UNICEF said that poverty is not the only decisive factor in death. Children are more likely to die early if they are born in a rural area or if their mother has not had primary education. Conflict and political instability also hit child health prospects. Protests surrounding a controversial film continued as dawn broke in the Egyptian capital. Police vehicles deployed tear gas as crowds lit fires on the streets and waved flags. The protests stemmed from a low-budget film which reportedly mocked the sanctity of Prophet Muhammad, Islam's most revered figure. There was, however, no repeat of Tuesday night events when angry crowds climbed the walls of the complex and tore down an American flag. Several demonstrators have demanded an U.S. apology for the offensive film and the prosecution of those behind it. U.S. President Barack Obama said the killers of American ambassadors to Libya would be brought to justice as the U.S. dispatched 2 destroyers and a marine unit to Libya. Obama, however, stressed that the U.S. will work with the Libyan government to bring the killers to the docks. Obama's comments come after 3 Americans, including the U.S. ambassador to Libya, Chris Stevens, were killed when militiamen stormed the U.S. consulate in the eastern city of Benghazi. The U.S. is now investigating whether the attacks in Libya that killed the ambassador was planned in advance. The assault had earlier thought to have been a spontaneous reaction to protests over an anti-Islamic film. It is now believed that the ambassador, Stevens, died from smoke inhalation after becoming trapped in the compound during the blaze. Meanwhile, the U.S. President has ordered to beef up security personnel at all U.S. posts across the world.
Cairo, put it asleep.
Before we end the news, the headlines once again. 7 leaders from Protein Party Grand Alliance have been made ministers and state ministers. The United States will work with Bangladesh in a sustained way to find a long-term solution to refugee problem. The UN Children's Agency UNICEF has said the global mortality rate for young children has been nearly halved in the past 20 years. That's all for now. Our next news bulletin will be in Bangla at 6 this evening. Thank you and goodbye.
Video guys,